bit. Oh wait, we can bring up this thing on our fucking on the computers now. Do you have a call at one?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just have to. Midfielder?
Do you want to put it on top of that?
No, because I'm going to mirror here as well. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll put it. I'll put it up after, but let us woo! So here with the 109s, we're literally live. We just tuned in, so whatever's happening. Saeed Ali, is that Husseini? No, 181, second attempt. He just snatched it. I have rotated my device, you prick.
Is your lock on?
Oh, maybe my lock is on. No, it's not on. Stop telling me that. No. Wet it already. Jesus Christ. Sorry lads, 2 seconds though. Stop telling me that, like. Stop. Do the telly. Sorry lads, 2 seconds. YouTube is just a prick sometimes. Oh, here we go. This is the button we want. No, that's not what we want. That's reversed. YouTube, we are landscape. Maybe I need to put on this fucking landscape thing. No, YouTube, you are.
Maybe because it's on the phone, it just wants it upright.
Maybe, but that's okay.
Are we sideways for you guys?
We should be, I'd say. I'm going to open up the chat in a different window. What's everyone saying? Hey, let me actually just get a chat. No, it's so creepy to open everything. I'll keep incognito mode.
Why did you do that?
Because fucking Eurosport's a big pile of shit. That's why.
No way.
Yeah, it's a big old pile of shit. Just put me. Yes, I consent to YouTube. Why does YouTube always want consent? It's all about consent to YouTube.
Never asked me for consent. They don't though.
I don't want. I'm still in incognito. I want to be in incognito. New window. Just straight up and not a creepy window is all I want.
Sorry about the bickering between Gerf and his computer.
We didn't even plan to do a live stream. Now here we are. Oh, here we are.
There we go.
All right, Arthur. Spillinkiness.
Oh, we're sideways.
Oh my God, we are sideways. So sorry, lads.
Flip it up.
So we just have to go straight. Oh my days.
My goodness.
But this, you should be able to go. Okay, you can see us both this way. We're very sorry for this. This is so unprofessional, lads. I'm just gonna put that back further. So can you just give me more?
Give me something.
Give me something.
Jeez, it's so unprofessional. I'm not mad at his technique. It's just he missed the lift.
He's had 1 million shoulder surgeries.
Yeah. What? We did a reaction video to him. He was lifting in one of those classes.
Yes.
He had a fairly serious outie.
He did actually. He also had like appendicitis and stuff.
No way.
Yeah. Jesus, look at the back on him, huh?
Do you know a friend of mine
God.
went sprinting with one of the lads one day?
Right.
GA player we were coaching.
Right.
We know him well.
Yeah.
So I gave him like a speed session to do, but there was a bit of classy work at the end.
Yes.
And the guy who went with him ruptured his appendix during the session.
Oh my God.
Turns out he had a perforated appendix, but then the extreme sprinting.
Yes, lads, you've heard it here first. If your sprint training doesn't rupture your appendix,
You're not going hard enough.
You're not going hard enough. What are we up to? We're actually doing work, but I'd forgotten the 109s I was on, and I said people really appreciated the last 2 sessions and any commentaries we do, so I said we have a bit. Might be able to do the whole session. Fitz might have to leave in between it because of work.
Yeah, I'd call it one.
Such a drag. Oh my God. You could call this work though. I call this work.
Mad, isn't it?
It's crazy. I need to use someone's program. Crap, what did he? Alright.
We should just have a permanent live stream of the office running.
Ali Hashimi, quite a good lifter. Snatch technique is pretty violent. That's how I would describe Iranian technique.
Yeah.
He is violent.
Volatile.
Yes. Absolutely volatile. 184 for a third attempt. Think we might see the first non-supers snatch over 200 kilos for the first time in 30, 40 years maybe?
Today we will.
We might do, yeah. We might do. Fabulous haircut. Jesus, Hashemi's a fucking unit, isn't he? Everyone said it's about 7, VPN 7, or no, not 7 plus in Australia is the one.
Yeah.
Is the one.
I've heard that.
Do you know in Austria, there's kangaroo things everywhere because it's such a joke that people confuse Austria and Australia that they have souvenirs in Vienna with kangaroos on them.
No way.
Yes.
That's hilarious. I'm going to Austria in January, February.
We won't be going in September, so sure.
Skiing. Oh yeah.
Alright, here's Saristo, the young Bulgarian. Looks like he's on, you can meet him on a night out anywhere in Ireland.
Yeah.
185, snatched 180, 195 in the training hall. 7 plus in Australia, that's the one. 185. Uber wide grip.
There
Nice,
we go.
pretty solid. Very slow pull, but he gets it done. When Yuri Zakarevich tore his elbow in the 80s, it was basically the equivalent of a bicycle tube they put into his elbow for a tendon. He snatched like 210 at 100 or 110, I think.
Damn, put a cadaver tendon in now.
This is the 80s in Soviet Russia, like.
Yeah.
What do you think they put
Piece
it?
of rubber, like.
Yeah, bicycle tube, basically. Haristo. Close the window. Oh, here's our boy. Oh, he's a beefcake.
My God.
Jin Yang Song. Oh, he made his first attempts. Very slow, ropey snatcher, you might say, but he gets the job done. Very nice jerking him. They're all beefcakes, really, aren't they? I've seen a lot more people snatching belts still in the last few years across all weight classes. Not a fan of it. Make it
I
back
don't
stronger.
like it.
No, just get a stronger back, will you? 185 second attempt. Very capable of making this.
There we go.
And he did. Oh,
No!
no! Oh, man. Oh, man. He used to be 96, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Can't have your beefcake and eat it.
Yeah, you can't have your beefcake and eat it. 186. That warrant's going up to 187, I think.
Yeah.
He's all lower back in the pull, really. B5. Okay, here's our boy, the only Russian weightlifter in the competition. Wearing his Asics 185. Beautiful clean and jerk technique. 185 second attempt. I assume he'll nail this.
Such a narrow grip for a big boy.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
That looked rough.
Those quads, though.
Yeah. Jeez, that looked hard.
Yeah.
Few boys sees. Lee Wen called out Miso for a Hell in a Cell match at this year's WrestleMania. Miso'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Miso's fairly up for anything.
Miso to wrestle as well.
Yeah, he'd wrestle. He'd be up for anything, I'd say.
Yeah.
He'd just give it a go, like. What are we? Week 3 of 3. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Whoa. I thought you were singing that song from World Cup in 2000 and like, you know, it was Kanan, like, oh.
No, I'm singing Sting.
When I
Englishman
was
in New York.
younger,
Oh, yeah. No, not that.
Wave your flag. So wave your flag. Alright, Jin Young's second attempt at 185. I'd say he's going to nail it. I feel like he's going to get it. Oh, well, that's obviously that's obviously getting called for press out.
That's bollocks, though. Why is that even a rule?
You're bollocks.
I am bollocks.
Zach made a video about it.
I know, yeah.
No lift. That's fair. That was a no lift, to be fair. If we're going by the rules. I think he said his back squat. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Jin say in a YouTube or an interview that his best back squat was something like 260? And he said he's just really weak. See, if someone could find that out, I'd be very interested to see. I'm pretty sure he said. Wait, what did Wes Kitts net actually? Because we've only just tuned in basically a few minutes ago. I forgot Wes Kitts was in this. What did Wes get? Surely Wes is going to bomb on the jerks with the press out. He is like, absolutely. He's never made a jerk given this rules. Wes Kitts got 177. Oh, that's pretty good.
Jeez, that's legit.
That's good for Wes. Were they all press outs like? Be honest. Just be honest with us. We're all friends here. It's a safe circle. His second attempt 177 was a clear press out. I would have thought so. I will be strong. Like a waving flag, so wave your flag. Alright. Timur's third attempt. $188. Nice.
Go on.
Good job. Fair fucks them.
That was a great lift.
Imagine the pressure at his shoulders being the sole rush and made it through.
Yeah.
For the RO sweep.
How did that happen?
He just, I don't know how he managed to not test positive at any point in the sweeping reforms in each position. And then I don't know how, and he just kind of kept going to competitions and putting up decent totals.
Yeah.
And he got there.
It's legit, isn't it?
On one hand, the ROC thing is a bit of a joke because the Russian Federation went to the Federation. It's not like a Star Wars villain. They went to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, or CAS, as you may often hear it, in Switzerland. And Switzerland's CAS agreed with all the evidence presented to them. And they were like, yes, Russia should be banned for a few years. But then they were like, all right, let's ban them for only 2 years and reduce their ban. And then they still go to the Olympics. And now they're like third in the medal count.
Yeah.
All right, here's Akbar's first attempt. Oh, that didn't look amazing. Oh,
no.
Drop it. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it.
Fuck. What's he blocking on the back?
A logo, probably.
The Nike logo?
I don't know what to be done. Straight down the back.
No.
Man, everyone's afraid of the retest. Everyone's afraid of the retest.
Can you blame them?
Yes. Sorry, no, I can't blame them. Sorry.
Rio literally ruined everyone.
Ruined the weightlifting.
Yeah.
Just give us back to Worlds. Yeah, it's funny how Romania got banned, but then Russia, they're like, all right, lads, come on, go anyway.
You're grand.
Yeah, Akbar's. He really needs a big snatch. I was hoping he'd push. See, we all thought he'd go north of 195 and push Simon for a bigger. Someone's telling you to get in the shot because they can't see you. Fitz trying to do a bit of work as well, to be fair.
Some of us are trying to keep this thing going.
Nice lift. That was better than the first attempt.
Oh, that's very good. He's young, is he?
Very young. Anyone know how old Haristo is? 6, then he's permanently barred from competition for quad mass. That's a really nice technique.
Yeah.
He looks really Irish for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. He looks like your friend's cousin.
Yeah, he actually does, literally. If he was playing minor
Yeah.
ga. Alright, here's Akbar's second attempt. Look, I know this is I know this is the Olympics and all, but surely wouldn't you risk it just to win the Olympics and if you test positive?
yeah.
Sure look. Sure look.
Nobody cares, like.
Sure look. Sure Toropoli got away with it, like.
Come on.
There we go.
There we go. He wanted to celebrate there, but he just couldn't.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. 189. 193 next, I would imagine, for him. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm choking tea.
He's a good Nick, isn't he?
Good neck, alright. He's a big boy. Simon's first attempt. Fighting in a war earlier this year with Albania. No, not Albania. Azerbaijan.
Is he actually?
Yeah. Not bad. Everyone seems a bit off kilter today.
I don't know, we're gonna see the 200 there.
No, I don't think we are. Not only was Simon done for drink driving. No, he wasn't done for drink driving. He did kill someone in an accident. He hit a pedestrian. Obviously, he was. It wasn't at a pedestrian crossing. They tested him at the scene and they said he wasn't. He stayed at the scene to help them. He was obviously not convicted of any wrongdoing. Apparently, he was in the dark in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't think.
Yeah.
He stayed at the scene to help them, called an ambulance and everything, and drove to the hospital after them.
Yeah.
He didn't drive away,
Oh, well, that's important, isn't it?
and he wasn't drink driving.
That's very important
Yes.
when you look at the long term, like.
Now I hear other weightlifters might not all do that. I think we all know of another weightlifter who was drink
Oh my
driving
god.
and also drove away. He did everything. Sorry. Oh, not. Oh, shit. Nick said he did everything that other weightlifters who've been in this situation haven't done. Oh my god. Some of them are funny funds out there.
Yeah.
That was close. It was close. Oh, Aaron's on here defending the Canadians.
Let's see him. What's he saying?
He said, leave it, Garth. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to see those boys stay together.
It's good to see countrymen staying together, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Akbar's third attempt, 193. Did exactly what I said he would go, 193. It only makes sense. An absolute unit of a young fella.
Fucking hell. Jeez, you'd love to see him on a rugby pitch.
Geez, he'd be doing damage. 193. Third attempt. There we go.
There it is.
There we go. Just the last looked very slow. And
So disappointing that he
Yeah.
missed his first. Because you could have seen 196, 197.
yeah. He just had to put a bit of speed into it. Solid snatch. Very good. Always with the half forward. Very loose in the bottom position, but man, what can you say for 193?
Well,
Let's not talk about Bodie and his drink driving hit and run, leaving some lad with permanent injuries and getting away with it.
Oh my
Let's
god.
not talk about that. Apparently Bodie's very nice though. Apparently people said he's very, very nice.
Apparently he's a gent.
Yeah, I don't know him from Adam, obviously. Man with the face. Probably just genetics in terms of structure.
What are they asking?
Just why do you think non-Asian, like Central Asian and Eastern Europeans dominate in
higher weight classes.
In higher weight classes, yeah. Basically because outside of the last 100 years, I know World War One and World War Two were, but they weren't necessarily physical natural selection. But Europe has been through so much violence, so many wars. Central Asia has too. Just ones where physical prowess mattered more than World War One and Two, obviously, but they were lots of luck, and because being a big cunt doesn't stop the fucking tree away going through your skull, like so. With all previous wars in terms of our history in Europe and Central Asia, it was all physical prowess, and Europe just went through so many genetic bottlenecks from just wholesale slaughter. That you do kind of end up with the biggest and the baddest leaving a lot of their genes left over, so that's probably part of that reason. Climate's colder. There would have been a lot of hunting in Central Europe for sure. Lots of wars, just so many wars in such a small space, really frequently.
Just hardship as well.
Same in Central Europe. So
Yeah.
the Huns, any number of barbarians. If you go back even before Europe, when we were for countries, Roman Empire, any of the Celtic tribes, any of the Germanic tribes, like all war, all violence. East of that,
Also,
Mongols.
probably above all of that is weightlifting is much more popular over there than it is anywhere else. Like you actually get people being invested in weightlifting like you don't get here. Like average people in the public over here or in the US or in anywhere in kind of Western Europe don't
I know, but that doesn't.
could not care less about weightlifting. Like
But that doesn't also explain the split.
in weight classes it doesn't. But in why they're so popular why they're so successful.
No one was fucking asking that. Like Jesus Christ.
But it definitely adds into it. Like
there's a very reasonable chance that one of Genghis Khan's descendants can actually snatch 200 kilos. It's very possible. Was it 1 in 10 men or a direct link to Genghis Khan?
Is it even more than that, maybe?
It might be 1 in 5 or 1 in 10.
It's something mental, like.
Yeah. Holy shit. 198 for Simon's third attempt. Wait, did we just miss his second attempt? Fuck me. Just fucking nattering away there. I'm talking absolute shit.
Ah!
Fuck. Totally missed the 195. Alright, so we've Simon in the lead. Javier Akbar in second. And Hristo in third. As I think most people would have predicted, unless something very crazy went awry. So, pretty standard placings. Hristo has a decent clean and jerk. But everyone seems a little bit off form today, so I'm going to say something like Hristo maybe like a 225 clean and jerk, maybe. I think that'd be a good day for him. Akbar should have a huge clean and jerk in him. Like we're looking at like a 240 clean and jerk, but I'd say we'll probably see something like 232 from him. And then maybe Simon, we might see like a 237 or something. Like I'd say he'll just play it by whatever else is doing. Is arm shoulder strength ever a limiting factor at this level? Certainly a factor. A limiting factor? No, it wouldn't really be. But it would certainly help. Like you'll see now when Timur comes out, the Russian dude, when he comes out and clean and jerks, you'll see he'll absolutely nail his jerks. And the Russians all have presses north of 120 and big push presses. So it might not be the limiting factor, but it would certainly help if you had a big press with good mobility and good technique. So if you had a strong press in any direction, it would certainly help the quality of your jerks. And when we're seeing lots of press outs, it would for sure help.
I think it also makes the jerks way more consistent.
Yes.
So like, you don't get them making one jerk out of three as frequently with the Russians and Eastern Europeans.
Got a general question, if I may. You may, Daniel. Absolutely. We're in a 15-minute break right now. How do weightlifters keep their weight classes and build so much relative strength? Drugs. Honestly, drugs. Like
Yeah.
those lads are. It's just drugs. That's what I thought. I mentioned this before in one of the Q&As. If you watch them, one of the great things about drugs is people can recomposition without gaining weight, but you can gain muscle and lose fat at the same body weight. Recomposition, get a much better power to weight ratio, basically become an essentially different athlete without having to move out of your weight class if you do it right and do it smart. There's my arch nemesis, the Polish guy who beat me at Europeans. So honestly, for them, really, it do be drugs. So I noticed there's a few comments, obviously not from the lads watching this, but
Yeah.
there's a few comments in the
China video.
China doping video about people telling us why it's not just doping that China is good at weightlifting, or being like it's funny how people always say it's just doping when it comes to China, but when it's other sports where doping wouldn't help. Like these people who are peripherally involved in sports telling us how sport works, like who've spent 4 minutes involved in any kind of sport and watching TV. People who spend there's probably 40 years between the two of us of just involvement in any kind of sport, and people are telling us how sport works. Like, who the fuck do they think they are? Like,
also when they talk about sports where drugs aren't involved, there's not a single sport in any of these games where drugs aren't inherently linked to success.
But you know what? One lad was like, so I could even imagine the argument how it would go. Right, it would go like this. So it would be like, they'd be like, well, how's it going to help you in ping pong ball? Because it's really skillful. So you'd be like, you could no, hang on, this is what they'd say, right? So they'd be like, you could give any number of people on the street loads of gear and they wouldn't be good at ping pong. But we're not giving it to any loads of people on the street.
We're giving it to the people who are exceptionally good at ping pong.
So then when they take drugs, they can play more ping pong ball.
Yeah.
They can do it faster, increases fucking nerve signaling, motor unit recruitment,
reaction times,
fucking tenacity, ability to maintain high levels of skill. What the fuck do people think?
Lack of neural fatigue.
Jesus fuck.
Ability to concentrate for longer. Like,
God bless the regular commentators. Just great little community. But then when people come in from other videos we do when they get bigger videos, my God, the absolute cretins of society, just fucking langers, like, absolutely just throwing out comments there. Like, do you think we haven't thought about this in the last 20 years at some point, you know, what you're going to say? Like,
and also talk to people who are very highly involved.
Yeah. It's not for nothing we're saying it, like.
No.
Oh, is that a split ring on the inside?
Yeah.
Ooh, is it broken or is that a split ring?
No, it's split ring and double washer.
Ah, very interesting. Did you have one with a full ring? Make sure you explain to people that some of them will have full washers.
There's full washer, split ring, full washer.
Some of them have 3 full washers. So they'll have...
And just the circlip holding it on. See, that's the problem. You get so much bearing surface against your circlip then, which you shouldn't ever have, like.
But you get something with tapered washer, you know, which is what my work said as a tapered washer.
No, to be fair, these are like that split ring system works very well. Like
the Rogue has a split. I'd imagine I would imagine Rogue would have good. Engineering. Yeah, someone would have put a thought into that.
Someone asked, does a 200 kilo low bar count for a seek stand entry? Absolutely. It's just.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's just a squat. Like.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
We're open for everyone to come in. Like.
What's your strict press have to be for seek stand entry?
At 52.5 kilos.
No, at least body weight. Dara can't get in.
But they're our own Sika standard, so...
Have you guys worked with any rowers, and do you have any insight on how the physiology... I think you mean physiology or psychology, because you spelled one of them wrong.
Go on, what was it?
Dara has worked with lots of rowers,
Yeah.
both in the psychology and the
I
physiology.
actually worked on the talent ID system for the heavyweight rowers in Ireland.
And he's doing some other international rowers at the moment. So he's
Yeah.
on psychology and physiology. I assume you meant physiology, that's just the S and the I in the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Who am I to be calling anyone out in their spelling? So Dara has for sure. So if you want help with that, then just send us an email. Enoch Crosby. A lot of random sports last few weeks for you, isn't there? Fencing, climbing,
fencing, climbing, rowing, kayaking, fighting.
That's a fighting, yeah.
And then the usual real sport athletes and...
Then wants to know, but for not naturals,
Go on.
how would you do it? So for not naturals, you would have to play the game correctly based on your genetics. You'd have to look at what stage in your life you started weightlifting. If you started weighting at 15 and you're 60 kilos, I can guarantee you if you're like 5'10", you're going to be 100 kilos probably, or 95 kilos by the time you're 20, or at least you should be. If you start when you're 25 and you're like 80 kilos, we're probably looking at no more than 85 kilos realistically.
Yeah.
For a natural, it's unlikely you'll be able to gain that much weight in a positive direction. Would be the answer to that one. So always aim to be in great condition, but you'll just need to kind of look at the stages of where you are in your training, your lifting career, how tall you are, your natural body composition, what you might benefit from, etc. No, so interestingly, right, Polka has a question saying, Georgian team building up to 90% of daily max. Is this a good idea or just drugs? So, training doesn't actually change when you take drugs or not for weightlifting. Just the amount of training you do and how fast you can progress changes. But the actual type of training you do doesn't change that much. It changes very, very little, actually. It's just the amount of stuff you do is the biggest change. So, peaking, work capacity phases, volume phases, they're all the same. But it's just how long you do them for. Volume is the main thing, and then how often you get to intensity. Tonnage and stuff changes like that. So Rob says, I'd argue if drugs wouldn't help, it's not a sport.
It's actually the definition of what sport is so disputed over. That would probably be a good place to start.
That's good to go on a t-shirt.
Look at big boy here.
Following Weightlifting for a matter of weeks now. How dare you?
What's that?
When you see the squat or the win, the low bar count, yeah. Oh my god.
Does anyone know how humid and hot it is? Japan currently, those lifters look like they're suffering.
Apparently Japan would be ridiculous at the moment. Like incredibly hot and humid, very, very warm heat. On the topic of China, how much of a factor do you think lads having a large talent pool plays, not just in weightlifting? You always see well-funded camps with loads of kids for basically all sports. So, interestingly enough, for every other sport besides weightlifting, having a large talent pool matters a lot. A very small talent pool can work really well in weightlifting for some reason. It just seems that some people can just become good at weightlifting if they have good genetics. But for other sports, you do need a pretty big talent pool because you're really looking for those genetic outliers. But so far, might be just because weightlifting isn't as popular as other sports. We don't see the upper limit, or it's not as competitive as it would be if everyone else was heavily involved, like in athletics and stuff, you know. So, for example, in the 100-meter sprint or the 100-meter dash, as well as something like
The dash.
the dash.
I'd call anything shorter than 100 a dash.
The 60-meter dash.
Yeah.
So we'd see people like that. Lots of people will have lots of teams, and we see the creme de la creme. Whereas weightlifting, it can kind of depend. So funnily enough, for weightlifting, having a huge talent pool will certainly help, of course, but it's not a necessity. So we'll see a lot of like the South American teams are a great example. Bulgaria in the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s and 90s are a great example of that. They didn't have a huge talent pool. They just had a couple of hundred athletes who will do their job, and you'll find a few of them who are just phenomenal if you give them enough drugs and train them hard enough.
I think,
For other sports, I think you need a big talent
yeah,
pool.
because the difference is in other sports you have to compete against people to get better. So if you've a badminton player,
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
badminton player has to play against really good players in order for them to progress because they literally can't get better without it. If you're a soccer player or a rugby player, you have to play against better players on better teams and have competitive games to get better. Whereas in weightlifting, it's just the barbell and it's just that. Even to a certain extent, like in athletics, the way you run a race, the way you manage your lanes, the way you manage your pace against other athletes, you have to be running against good runners. Whereas in weightlifting, you don't. Like in weightlifting, it's 100 kilos here is the same as 100 kilos anywhere else. So I think that's the other reason why like small talent pools can still be quite productive,
Especially if they're criminals.
especially if they're criminals. Right, I would call them 5 minutes.
You're just going to go to the room.
Yeah, I'll just take a look there.
Look at that. What the fuck? 3 days.
Oh, that must have been all the subscriptions.
No, but none of them will come in at the start. They all come randomly throughout the month.
What's the average price per customer? Oh my god, that's nothing.
Crazy. So what are we thinking? Where can I watch? I actually need to thank you guys for the transparency on doping in sports. It's done a lot for me to realise genetic potential and be happy with the results we've gotten so far. Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate the kind words. That's all we're just trying to do.
Mitch.
You know, people get it. Like, we tried to say it at the start with the disclaimer, like, we're not attacking anyone, just stating things as they are. How we know them to be are very, very close to how we can guess them to be from knowing most of the evidence, most of the knowledge. You know, people talk about like more plates, more date, and Greg Duchenne stuff talking about, and someone made a comment about that on the video, so that's why I'm bringing it up, being like, oh, they tell you how to pass drug tests and stuff. More plates, more dates knows a lot about drugs, but there's a lot about knowing about a drug in terms of chemistry and how they work in elite sports. Like just more plates,
it's
more dates.
completely different.
He would never know. He's no involved in elite sport. He doesn't know anything about it. He's never been involved in it. He doesn't know anyone involved in it. He doesn't care too much about training. He can speculate what goes on, but there's a different way of using them. What do you think about sumo versus conventional? Sumo is cheating, and I'll brook no argument with that. No, either's fine. Whatever works best for you. If you are powerlifting, if you're not powerlifting, if you're deadlifting for other reasons, conventional is preferred. Who was the best snatch technique in this session, in your opinion? I think Aristo is probably the best textbook snatch for me. Looking pretty jerked. Aristo is probably the best technique for me in this session, I think. And thoughts on running road to anywhere in a safety squat bar. Had a ladder jet procedure on my shoulder and can't hold a bar. Lackey W, a lot of people, we're talking like at least like 10 or 15 people that we know of have run it with a safety squat bar, and it's worked out very, very well from them. So power ahead, use it away for the safety for road to anywhere. Works perfectly fine. Camera's vertical because we're doing it on our phone because it was impromptu. Haristo coming out at 2:13. Very interesting. Very early. Holy shit, Secret Press got you 110. That's definitely the biggest strict press we know of. Fucking well done. Oh my god, so far back. That's unreal. Thanks, Lucky. Alright, let's look at Aristo's 2:13. We'll get back to the comments. Nice. Oh. Don't like to see a double bounce in your opener. Nice jerk, though. Nice jerk. That clean looked a bit rough. Looked a bit... Don't like to see that in your opener, double bounce. Joseph, we're seeing a slow motion replay of Haristo turning the barbell over and just standing up, still on the slow motion replay, if you're trying to sync it up. No, we definitely have genetic freaks right now, Snore, for sure. But um, obviously, the more people involved in a sport, the more freaks you'll get. But that's the thing with weightlifting. We just do see those freaks even without that enormous talent pool. But you'd wonder, it's very likely we'd see if we had a bigger talent pool, would we see even more freaks? All right, Westgate's first attempt, 213. Jesus, Westgate's is a big boy. Nice clean. Oh no, I'm worried. I'm concerned for him. Oh no! Oh no, lads! Oh no! No, he's gonna bomb. He's bombing at the Olympics. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh. Mm. Oh dear, lads. How much of an impact do you think GA makes in our Olympic sports? I think we will see a radically different sports scene if GA had never been really a thing up until now. I think at the moment, I think the future, it's not going to matter as much anymore. So up until right now, I think the guy definitely took a lot away from Olympic sports, without a doubt, no doubt about it. Um, no, it's clearly a press out if we're going by the same standards, but I think given that there's a record number of athletes at the Olympics for Ireland at the moment, 116, lots of different sports. Um, I think in the future, I don't think it's mattering anymore. I think we're seeing a lot more diversity in sports, but right up until now, it's definitely had a negative impact. Ugh. To be honest, if I was judging, I'd give Westkits that. No, I don't know anyone in the 109 class, but I do have a funny story about Simon Martsoria. So in the 2014 European Juniors in Cyprus, Simon was competing there, and he came second, silver to um, the Russian, and one of the Irish lads was weirdly enough ended up playing drafts with Simon after. They love drafts in Armenia for some reason, and my friend Noel was like, "Oh, you must be really happy with your silver medal," and Simon says, "No, silver is the saddest medal." So that'll tell you the mindset they go through. But that's his closest thing. I don't know anyone in the 109s. Um, all right. Second attempt. Sorry, did he get that actually? I missed. I wasn't listening to the commentary. Did he get the attempt overturned? Or is he. I like the USA the top. I like that on Dave Smith's. Yeah, okay, he didn't get it. Lads, I don't think he's going to get any of these. Great clean. No, oh my god, this is going to be a press out too. No, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, oh, that. Surely you'll get that. Surely you'll get that. Surely. Okay, three good lights. Okay, okay, fair enough. Do you guys think that would have been a no lift given the judging? Maybe if it's consistently, we'll see it again in the replay. I think even with the harsh judging, I think that's a fair lift to give it to him. Lads, if there's any Polish people watching, I just want you to know Polish shops in Ireland are probably one of my favorite places to get very novel items in terms of snacks, for example. Blueberry Jaffa cakes. There's a Polish shop down the street there. There is blueberry Jaffa cakes, which are unbelievable. Grape flavor Jaffa cakes, raspberry flavor Jaffa cakes, any number of delicious novel items. 216, first attempt. Great clean. Oh. Oh, one red light? Lads, get the fuck out of this. My god. Don't review it. Don't review it. Judge, just jury, stay out of it. Leave it alone. I'd be happy for the repressor rule to be removed without a shadow of doubt. No doubt about it. It doesn't need to be there. There's no benefits to it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be there. Lads, why is Chad now a good thing? Chad used to be a bad thing. If you were a Chad, it was a bad thing. But now Chads are good things, or is it ironically calling someone a Chad? Is that I'm very confused on the Chad thing because I remember a time where Chad was a fuckboy basically. All right, Aristo, second attempt, Bulgaria. Anyone know what his tattoo says there? Too proud, too honest, something. Two nineteen, second attempt. First attempt wasn't the most convincing. Oh, much better clean. Here we go. Very dynamic jerk, very aggressive. Let's see it. There we go. Much better attempts. Phenomenal. Way, very, very good. That's it. Let's go, big boy. Oh, oh. Maybe you might see a 225, maybe 224. Might take a bigger attempt in his third one now to make sure. Great clean and jerk. He's only a baby. Oh, that slow motion of the rubber hitting the platform is pretty satisfying, isn't it? Chiseled, draw, swole as fuck. Yeah, well, it's unusual he wouldn't get a tattoo in Bulgarian. All right, 220. First attempt. Well, this is incredibly heavy for Jin. Oh my god, that should not be the first attempt. Oh, good job. His jerk is so much better. What's my stance on Olympic wheel tattoo? if I went to the Olympics, I'd probably get one too. But I mean, if you just get to the Olympics and you don't medal, I mean, getting it in though, is that a bit weird? It's never a problem I have to worry about, but you know, if you just came last, is it a bit weird to get an Olympic tattoo? Maybe. Depends on yourself though. I mean, who am I to judge? Alright, Arthur's first attempt 220. Obviously feeling pretty good if he's opening 220. Very nice clean, very, very dynamic, very fast under. 220. Oh, think you'll get that? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Imagine if you could put a challenge card in for another lifter. So if you thought another lifter had a bad attempt, you could put in a challenge card for that. Very nice clean. Nice jerk. No, that's fair, Joe. Yeah, it is commendable. That it is commendable achievement. Um, so starting at hips higher, all depends really on your torso length and your limb lengths. So for Jin, if you have a shorter torso and longer legs, you'll have to start with your hips higher, and so it will be more less quad recruitment, so less knee extensors. So it really depends on your strengths and weaknesses and your anatomy. 220. Fuck. Damn. Oh, it's kind of sad. Why did he clark that? So strange. Man, you only get 6 lifts and you gotta risk it all. Yeah, so some lifters, so a Jin, for example, has Mitch. I assume you're talking about Jin. He's very high hips. He said in an interview he's very, very weak legs. So for him, his pull would probably be very strong or in relative to it. So it probably feels more natural for him to start with his hips so high. No way. People who haven't even gotten medals at nationals have Olympic tattoos. That's obnoxious. Yeah, Kenji, that's actually a good point. It does make it more interesting, but like interesting in a obnoxious, annoying way. It's like if a villain was just randomly coming in and slapping people with a sledgehammer in the legs. Timur Nanev. What are we on? 220 as well, or a little bit more? 221. Very within his wheelhouse if he's in good shape, if you know what I mean. Ooh, that's a hard clean. Usually a very good jerk, so I'll be surprised if he misses this jerk. Was that slow or was that a press out? No fucking way. What? What the fuck? What in the fuck? That's obnoxious. What? Genuinely, that is obnoxious to watch. That's ridiculous. No way. I'm sorry, but what in the shit? Ugh. Weightlifting is just so good at fucking self-sabotage. It's unbelievable. Alright, Timur's coming out for his second attempt. Oh. So Simon is obviously doing his typical fashion, just waiting till everyone comes out. No! Come on, Timur. Nail this jerk. The best press out. That's a good lift. There's no arm rebend there. Give him the fucking lift. It's obnoxious. Make him repeat that. The fuck? Oh. The sport is great. The athletes are great. But everyone involved in running this sport is a fucking pain in the hole. Oh, I can just feel that hurting my lower back as well. Griffin, I think if he wore a visor, it's possible he might break 5'10", 5'20" even. He's just powered beyond limited.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Fitz comes in, says we're still on, and then knocks everything over. Typical.
Yeah, still back in the public toilet. See, our office is actually perfect, but Owen's doing commentary for the Olympics at the moment, so we're pushed out.
222, third attempt. Good clean. Typically a very good jerk, so he's going to make this, I'd say. There we go. They'll probably call that for press out. They're going to call it. It's a perfect lift. One red light. What is going on here? This is fucking ridiculous. You can tell even Michaela Breeze doesn't agree with this. Jury review, go away. Stop reviewing things that don't need to review it. Why is this change all of a sudden? Out of nowhere. The sport has always been, if the referees gave you the lifts, boom, you're sorted. That's perfect. You get the lifts. Move on. Oh my god, if they take this away. What? My god. There's Ivan Ivanov. Ivan Ivanov. One of the strongest small human beings to ever live. Lads, if that's press out, I've never made a jerk in my life.
Okay. Michelle Smith. Yeah. 2 seconds there. I'm still here, I think. Yeah.
Man, if that costs him a medal, that is criminal. If he doesn't get a medal because of this, he is absolutely robbed. It's obnoxious. Yes. The jury decided the jury is correct. I don't know if anyone's ever read Terry Pratchett, but it's the Who Watches the Watch, whatever the Latin for that was. Who watches the watch? Quis custodiet e pos custodes. Who will watch the watchman? I hope the jury are not in my shed. Just lots of old people sitting in my shed for no reason. Third attempt, 224. Like, even how long it took for us to see another lift because the jury were like, no, I don't agree with this lift. Timur, Seoul, Russian, one of the biggest weightlifting countries in the world. Very shame. I got my first week in the ALI program and shut down because of COVID. Fuck. Are you in Sydney or somewhere, Golden? Alright, Jin. Jeez, we haven't seen Jin in a minute. So you opened at 220. Very close to his PB lift, I would imagine. So, Gold Coast. Fuck. Alright, 225. First attempt clean was kind of hard, but I think all his cleans are kind of like that. Jerk was very, very good. I think if he clean it, he'll probably jerk it. There's a good chance of him to jerk it. So 225, 4 reds. A bitch and clean and jerk coming from Jane. Nice clean. That was nearly better. Ooh! A front rack mobility. My elbow's hurting watching. Let's see it. Beautiful tattoo. Oh. Don't Jin. Leave him at it. He could come back and make that. I could see him making that. Yeah, we need an exponential number of jurors, so we need something like, what is it, 8 at the moment? So there's 6 of them. We need something like 12 jurors to review those jury. And then we need another exponentially bigger set of jurors. So we need 24 to review those 12. Then to review that final 12, 24, sorry, we'll just have Thomas Asian sitting there going like this. Thumbs down. Look at external rotation, internal, external. Not bad. Oh, it's tighter. That's fear. It's getting better. Alright, Arthur, second attempt, 225. Yeah, I could definitely see him missing that next clean. Yeah, you should have a text in if that was the lift. Text in for your. You've got 30 seconds to text it in. Nice clean from Arthur's. Nice clean and jerk. That was very nice. Technically, super. We could see a 230 from Arthur's. Very nice lift. Very clean. Dynamic. Aggressive. Poise. Strength. There's Edwards. That was good. That was a very good lift. It's the best we've seen his clean jerk ever, I would say. Very nice jerk. He's got 230 in him, I'd say. Maybe we're looking at bronze. What did Arthur's snatch? I didn't see the table. 180 snatch. Okay. It's probably still too far behind. Unless he makes it 230. The Colombian woman? Absolutely. There was no way. I saw some people talking, I think if you're talking about the Maddie's class, unbelievable work for Maddie to get silver, but people are talking about if she'd got the 114, if they hadn't given Nessie. Nessie is just would have without a doubt still have won. I don't think there's any points if would have or not. Nessie was winning that. She's just a better lifter. Kate's a phenomenal lifter, well deserved silver medal, but Nessie is just a great weightlifter. All right, Hashimi's first attempt. Hashimi. That sounds like I'm saying that wrong. It also sounds like I'm saying it kind of racist, and I don't know why, because it's obviously his name. I don't know how else you'd say it. 226. Iran is an amazing country. Phenomenal food. People are so friendly. It's so fucking hot though. Beautiful country. Hottest desert I've ever been in, I think. It was like 49 degrees one day in the desert. Saw a bullet ant. Yup. That's a wide jerk, and I don't remember Hashimi. He looks under pressure. Great haircut though, I love it. I'm all about it. Oh dear.
So in certain cases, so say at the start, but not for working on work capacity.
When gaining weight, in my case, go weight class in wrestling. Should I focus more on hypertrophy or strength and triples for strength? Isn't there a big hypertrophy difference between sumo and conventional? You'd be looking at something like a lot of hypertrophy work, a lot of volume, and then what you do to make the best use of that body weight. So you go through a period of high volume training. So just basically block periodization. You go through a period of high volume, higher rep stuff, build muscle as you gain weight. Then once your weight gain is steadied out, taper that into a strength phase at the end for the last 3 to 4 weeks. So something like 6 to 8 weeks of lots of volume, build as much muscle mass as you can, and then make use of that muscle mass by kind of peaking into a strength phase. By the way, wrestling is a combat sport, and I'm not even sure, it might be on the website, yes, so just waiting for a website guy. We have a 10-week combat sports program. It starts out as, so there's a couple of weeks of strength training, and then it peaks into a power the last 4 weeks. So, I don't know if it's up yet. No, it's not on the website yet. Just waiting for it. So combat sports, we have a 10-week program coming. I promise you, if you're a combat sports athlete, it will be the best strength training you'll ever do for your training. We've never let people down, and we don't plan on letting people down now. Just takes a little bit of time for stuff to go on the website. So, if you're looking for something to do and you're looking to gain weight, that would be a pretty decent program to do for you in wrestling. It should be up any day this week.
So we will over and back on that as much as we possibly can. Brilliant.
Damn, I wish that was up so I could be like, hey, here's your combat sports program. It should be up soon.
You would be both.
Abak checks Medov.
Bye.
All right, Hashimi's third attempt. So when you came in, Conor Mullen was like, Fitz comes in, says, "Are you still on?" and just wrecks the place, knocks over. When did they even say the combat sports would be up? Because there's a wrestler asking about gaining weight, and I said the combat sports would be great for him.
Middle of this week, I'd say.
So the combat sports program should be up sometime in the middle of this week, hopefully tomorrow. Oh no, Hashimi's gonna bomb.
No way.
Looks like it. There's no way he's making his third attempt. Don't give up yet.
What are we looking at right now?
Handsome devil. That was his second attempt.
He's so handsome.
Super handsome. He's so muscular.
Yeah.
I'm
back.
He's back.
How many of them managing injuries during the Olympics? Probably a fair few.
Oh, they're almost certainly all in pain.
Yeah.
At any one point.
Jesus, arms are so short.
So jacked though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Should you ever cut as a powerlifter? If you're in terrible nick, you should cut as a powerlifter.
You might not know what Nick means.
If you're in terrible shape, so if your body composition isn't very good, you should cut.
Like ideally for powerlifting, if you're something over 20% and you're not a super, maybe even 18%, you're looking at the slide of being sloppy.
Yeah.
And that's when you'd want to be looking at, should you be recompositioning your cutting weight?
See, there's other factors as well, like besides
Yeah.
Besides like looking better or looking more athletic or feeling more athletic or power to weight ratios, like the big thing you're looking at is how strong you can actually become. And if you're holding a lot of subcutaneous fat, your hormone profile is going to be skewed. Like you won't have that same level of testosterone. So you need to be ideally like 14% body fat would be probably the best. You or as low as you'd want to be.
Nice first clean from Jerayev Akbar. Usually a very good jerk. There we go.
Oh,
Oy oy.
oh my God, that was
Yes,
gorgeous.
sir. Weird. Something might see. That's the good thing, you know. He generally could something from his snatch could be causing him an immense amount of pain, but he could be in great condition for clean and jerk. By the looks of things, you know, his wrist could be murdering him, and it'd just be killing him on the snatch, but not on the jerk. You know, so um, no. Well, I wouldn't buy a treadmill if you're looking for something. I buy a stationary bike if you're going to buy anything because you're more likely to use that. Treadmills are just go for a run outside, but a a stationary bike is usually much more productive and something you're much more inclined to use. And if you're strength training, it's a lot easier on your joints.
And it's way
Unless,
cheaper.
yeah, way cheaper. Treadmills are obnoxiously dear.
The other thing as well is if you just have a normal bicycle, you can buy a turbo trainer for like €100,
That's what I use. Yeah.
and it'll be perfect.
All right, Simon's first attempt. Guys, this Lipton, mint and lime, phenomenal. Did you break your split pin? Or your split ring?
No,
Oh, is that cracked? Oh, sure, it was just dark in your hand.
I'm
I
just
thought.
showing the wear. Yeah.
I thought there was a bit cracked off. All right, Simon's first attempt, 228. Should be no problem. We're good clean. It's hard to tell.
Oh, there we go.
Good jerk. All right, lads, we have a bit of a battle in the clean jerk in our hands.
Oily.
Simon is 3 kilos ahead on the snatch. 2 kilos ahead on the snatch. But Jariah's clean and jerk looks a lot sharper today. He's a little bit more technical than Simon. But Simon is a wheelhouse and will attempt anything.
Sorry, I never asked how Wes Kitts got in.
So obviously he got a press on his first jerk. Got the second one at 213. And it was fair. He should have got the second one.
Okay.
Good. His first one is harshish. Like in any other competition ever up until now, he would have
Yeah.
got it. I would have given it to him even.
Yeah.
But then he clarked it 220 clean. So
Clarked
170.
it clean.
Yeah, which is weird for him.
So 177 to 17.
That's what happens when you overpull cleans all the time.
That's it.
So 177 to 13. So not a bad total. Everyone says they're not happy at the Olympics unless you win. So, I mean, what do you say to that? Ali Hashimi's third attempt, 228.
Jeez, he's so handsome.
Super handsome. He should be some kind of movie star. He's a career in TV after
He
this.
should own a restaurant or a hotel, and he's like the kind of Joe comes down to the table, shakes people's hands.
But he's actually a hitman.
Yeah.
Abuk, if you're a wrestler, I would not be conventional deadlifting. Or sorry, I would not be sumo deadlifting. I would not be sumo. It's of no benefit to you. Conventional or pick other stimuluses. The sumo won't be much use to you for wrestling.
No. Sumo is no use for anyone except people who are trying to deadlift the most amount of weight possible.
Mo, you're wondering about the nuts thing? That's probably if you're like sitting on the bike for several hours every day. If you're sitting on it for like half an hour or something.
What's he asking?
Do you know there was a while where they were saying the saddle was bad for your nuts, but that was for like Tour de France.
Oh,
riders.
yeah, where they were wearing through their urethra.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, rowers get that too.
But that's for like people like on the bike for literally hours every day.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to worry about that.
Also, they were losing muscle mass at an absolutely incredible rate, so it probably wasn't helping being malnourished
Yeah.
and burning thousands of calories every day. All right, Jin's up for his third attempt. Missed second attempt. Made his first attempt 220. Missed 225, the jerk. Was close though. Not unreasonable to go 230. The 225 clean was very unreasonable to go 230, but the jerk wasn't. So he could probably get this, but I think it's
I
unlikely.
hope he makes it.
A lot of people think he missed the clean, and I'd be inclined to agree with them.
Go on.
Get up, go. Oh, much better clean. Let's
Come on,
go.
let's
Come on,
go.
get the head through. Stay on the heels, head through. Let's go. Woo!
He's under pressure.
Oh, no. He's gonna pass
Oh
out.
God. He was under savage pressure there.
So much pressure. It's the worst feeling in the world.
I remember waking up on the opposite side of the shed.
One time I woke up and I was underneath the barbell.
Oh,
and I was
no.
doing front squats in the shed, and I was like, oh my God. So I just got up and went down and helped my father with the hedging.
Do you know where the shed was in the old house?
Yeah.
So that this like squat stand was at the opposite side of the shed, and I was
Yes.
obviously front squatting when I shouldn't have been front squatting.
Yes.
And I just remember up being like 5 feet away.
No
idea what happened.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
You know when you try to hide it too when you're in like a public
Yeah.
gym. You're like, oh, nothing's happening. I'm not passing out. I just need to sit down. And you're walking over to the corner like this. Alright, Arthur's third attempt. Second attempt was superb. Best clean jerk so far in terms of technique. Tidiness. Very likely should be nailing this, judging by his second attempt. If he's got it in the head, or as Michaela Reese says, and she's like, oh, he didn't have it in the head, which I don't.
In the head.
Yeah, she says sometimes. 230, third attempt. I think he's going to nail this one. There we go. Great jerk in the second one. You need to stop drinking Coke, you belching.
Pepsi Max.
Yeah. Yes.
There we
Unbelievable.
go.
Amazing. Are we looking at... Is that enough for bronze, I wonder?
I'm delighted.
Yeah, well done. Yes, well done.
No, I'm delighted for him.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that is bronze. Yeah, you're dead right. It must be right. Alright, Uriah, third attempt, second attempt at 234. Oh, we're seeing some big white weights now. If he nails this, we're going to have to see a 240 clean and jerk from Uriah, I would say. 240 plus. Some world record attempts. We've seen no world record attempts yet except for Xizhang, I think, in the men's. And none in the women's as far as I'm aware. Have we seen any world record attempts in the women's? I don't think we have. I can't remember. I haven't noticed it. Fast and the clean. Let's go. 234. Should nail this judging by his last attempt. He looks like he's going to nail this. Oh no.
What the fuck?
Oh dear, oh dear.
Did he
oh
Clark
dear.
that jerk?
No, he just didn't.
He was no bueno.
I'd say he wasn't there anymore. He's a different dimension.
There's a piece of sellotape on his back.
I think the lights were
Jesus,
on,
that bar is so off to the side.
but there was nobody home.
Yeah.
All right. What's happening here? Are they going to go for gold? I assume
Go on.
silver's pretty locked in, so because Simon's definitely got a bigger clean and jerk in him, and he's got 2 attempts left, so you got to put some pressure on him and hope he misses. This literally, it only makes sense for him to attempt a bigger weight. He made 230, it's 235 or something at Uzbek Nationals. Oh, the One of the writers of Iron Mind has an article on why Clark is called Clark. 237th on the bar. He's probably going to go more.
Jeez, he's enjoying that ammonia. See that?
I didn't see that now, actually.
He's like fucking reefing on it. What you bring for lunch today?
Just the lamb calf fillings again. Did you bring lunch?
Yeah. Fillet of venison.
That's my battery on. Oh, 12%.
Do you want to charge today? Is he making it?
I don't think so. Jesus, if there's
Come
ever a lift to
on.
be fucking making, just get going sooner. Don't wait. Get going, get going. Stop waiting around. Just go, like. You're literally making this harder.
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my god.
Jury review now and overturn it.
No fucking way.
Probably will now.
Oh, I'm delighted for him.
Unbelievable.
The people in the Uzbek National Federation are absolute gentlemen.
Very nice
as well.
people. Very, very nice people.
If anyone's ever in Uzbekistan, they're really nice people. Is that an Olympic record?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a charger?
Yeah, where is that?
Here.
No, that's... Oh, that's your one, is it? Is that plugged in?
Super juice.
Alright, Simon going to 38. Third attempt. Oh, second attempt, sorry. He has to get this for goals. Oh, better clean than his first one. 10 kilos up in his first attempt. Oh, no!
Oh dear! Oh goodness!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! That's a shame.
When was my physio appointment? Alright, lads, call it in the chat if you think he'll make it or not. I think he'll make it.
I think he's not going to make it.
Oh my god. What do you mean?
What are you trying to do?
It's asking me to sign in. Okay. It's concerning that they signed me out. Can we get a yay? Simon's not a stallion. Akbar is a stallion. He'd be a workhorse, but he wouldn't be a stallion. So I'm not giving someone. I'm not giving someone an A who doesn't deserve it. Like it's in. It's not.
Wait till your rank comes down.
Simon would be
I'll give him an A.
would be a bear,
Yeah.
but Akbar would be a stallion, but Simon's a
Yeah.
bear. He's not a stallion. He's too uncut. I got it, boy. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Outlook keeps changing, and every time it changes, it gets worse.
Yeah.
And worse.
They haven't had a positive change yet.
Yeah. Outlook peaked 15 years ago, and it's only getting worse since.
When we got our first email addresses, Hotmail was the dog, like.
Oh, of course, it's frozen right now.
Yeah.
Alright, Simon, third attempt, 238. Good clean, that's it. That's it, big boy. Jerks 250 from rack at least. Oh my god!
Oh, I called it.
Simon still no gold at the Olympics. There he is. Akbar, oh my god, unexpected. Holy shit. Silver for Simon. Go congratulate him, Simon. Go say congratulations. Come on, go say congratulations. Don't be a sore loser. My God. You had it. It was yours to lose. That's crazy. Jiraiya for gold. Did not see that coming. I didn't think he had it in him. Simon, Simon, Simon. Oh no, Simon very sad. Oh man. Fuck. You gotta go over and congratulate Akbar though. It was yours to lose, like. Well done to Akbar, amazing.
Yeah, phenomenal.
GCB unbelievable on a rugby pitch. Look at him.
Oh my God.
Jesus, he'd be some. Imagine him as a prop or something.
Look at the size of his back.
Imagine he was 10 kilos heavier on a rugby pitch.
No, if he was that weight, but he could sprint and he was agile and he was in the back row.
Jesus.
Imagine him hitting you like.
Imagine him running into people.
Oh my God.
That'd be obnoxious. In a rugby team, the world who wouldn't take him right now, like.
Oh no.
Everyone would take him.
No.
You'd be like, this is a rugby ball.
Yeah.
You don't throw it to
Honestly.
anyone. You just hold it and fall
Honestly,
down.
yeah.
You know when there's four of them hanging off you and you're still running on your feet.
Yeah.
So when you fall over, you just roll over. Okay, that's all you need to do.
Honestly, no, don't
Don't worry about
worry about it at all.
Rules, don't worry about it. Just when they knock you over after you run through them, then you just turn around and you give them back the ball to your own team. That's all you gotta do.
That's it.
Akbar, that's all you gotta do. You don't have to do anything else. My God.
I'm delighted for him.
Great job. Unbelievable. Phenomenal work for him. That's great. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Alright lads, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, or your morning, or your afternoon, or whatever it is. We'll see you later in the week for... I might be doing this 109s plus at Seb tomorrow, but I'm not sure. If not, me and Darryl will do
Why
it.
not good enough for you, like?
Well, Seb asked already, like. So if I'm not doing it with Seb, myself and Fitz will just do it again tomorrow. But not, we'll see you later in the week. We'll see you Friday for the regularly scheduled Q&A, live stream Q&A.
Yeah.
And yeah, stay classy, stay juicy. Bye.
Joe, in